Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to start bringing in our FBXs that we created inside of Blender and textured inside of Substance Painter. So first thing I'm going to do is basically be inside the content folder, which is here. Right click, go up to new folder. I'm just going to name this wall panels, wall underscore panels underscore FBX. Hit enter. And I'm going to double click this folder and dive inside it. And I'm going to right click, create a new folder, and name this textures. Hit enter. So what I'm going to do is create a folder for the textures to go inside of, and the FBXs will be here. So what I'll do is just drag and drop our FBX models inside this area. So I'll put up the folder. I'm going to go into interior panels, and I don't want the all-in-one. Remember, all-in-one is just the one FBX. I don't want that. I want the interior walls. So this has all the separate FBXs. So I'm going to drag and drop these in this area. And back in UE5, we can just press import all. And it's going to create its own custom material, which we can delete here in a second. So I'm just going to I'm just going to click this material, right click, and go to delete, because we don't need it. Force delete. Now we have our FBX here. Now we need our textures. So I'm going to double click textures folder. Now on the computer, I'm going to open up our project folder, go up, and inside the all-in-one folder, we have the textures. We have the Substance Painter textures, which will be in the panel textures all-in-one. So I'll just click. And we usually have three textures: a base color, a normal, and an MRAO map. And the MRAO is three textures put in one, and I'll show you that here in a second. So what we want to do is just drag and drop these into our textures folder inside of Unreal Engine 5. Once we have that, we can now minimize this or close it out. It doesn't matter. And what I want to do is right click, go to material. So we're creating a new material. This wall underscore panel underscore mat, M-A-T, which is short for material. Hit enter. Now that we have this, we need to plug these into this. So what I want to do is first double click the base color, and I want to ensure that the compression setting is on default, and then I'll press save, the top right corner, and I'll exit out. And notice the icon is now gone. There's no star at the bottom left corner of it. That lets you know that it's saved and updated. So I'm going to double click this and save it. But before I save it, I want to make sure that the compression is normal map. Right? Remember, the first one said default. Now this says normal. You want to ensure that says normal and save it. Exit out. Do the same for the MRAO. So double click. Go to compression, and you want to change default to mask no sRGB. That's imperative that you do that, or else your textures will look really weird. It will come out a lot darker. So press save, exit. Now we need to plug these into this area. So let's double click wall panel, and we can minimize this. Let's just slide it over here to the right. Let's drag this down. And we can drag these in one at a time, it doesn't matter. So we'll drag the base color in first. I'm going to grab this RGB node and drag it into the base color. So now the base color is now black, and you can see that here in the preview window. Now we need to grab the normal map, plug the RGB into the normal. Now we need to grab the MRAO And for this one, I told you it had 3 different textures assigned to it, right? So we're gonna grab the blue, drag that into metallic. Green goes into roughness. Red goes into ambient occlusion. Now it looks good. Ensure you press apply, then save. Now it's creating that material. Now we can exit out of this material. We have our material made now. So what I want to do now is go up, and then now we have our FBXs here. And if you double click any of these, so first I'll just do the ceiling panel. The ceiling panel here. We need to apply the textures to this. And we can do that easily by pressing Control B in this window and making our way to the textures folder. So we can go to wall panels, textures, and we're not going to plug in the textures, we're going to plug in the material. So we can drag this to this green section. That indicates that this is where it needs to go. And once you have that applied, you can see now we have that detail that we were looking for and that we created inside of Substance Painter. So we'll save this and we'll exit. Now this has that star removed to let you know that it's saved. And we can do the same with the rest of these moving forward. So select the door frame, double click it. And it's the same navigation tools as inside the 3D viewport. So we have this here, Control Spacebar to pull this up. And we can actually dock this as well if need be, but I'd rather not, just so I can have that free realm to just choose and drag. You have that color here. That's good. Let's save it. Move forward. Choose the wall panels. Double click. Control Spacebar. Drag our material here. And let's take a look at it. Looks good. Nice and detailed. Save. Move forward. And everything is repetition. That's how you get better with it, and you just do it over and over, and it's going to build that muscle memory so you know what to do once we start bringing in light fixtures, start bringing in tables, things like that. You're going to know how to apply your materials. Save this. Looks good. Save it, move forward. Our divider here looks flawless. Spacebar. Exit. Our doorway. Ooh, this looks really good. Look how that came out, guys. Came out really well. And also the reason we save the Substance Painter file, guys, is so that we can create variant textures. So if you want to create a sub level, or if you want to make some of the textures unique, you can go and do that very easily. Drag and drop. This looks good. No discrepancies here. Let's save this. And I think this is a good place to end this video. We're about close to approaching 10 minutes. So what I'll do is just press save all here at the bottom, so we save our folders. And then we can go to the top where it says file, go to save all. And I'll just press Control S to save this as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.